Hey everyone, it is your favorite CEO, Miss Flo. Welcome to Virtual Road Rage. I know it's been a minute, about 2 weeks. 2 weeks I've been gone. Um, it's been an interesting 2 weeks. School has started. It started. Um, I'm adjusting to like the new schedule and bringing my show, not just Virtual Road Rage, but also Neon Mike, which feel free to check out on my website, noirneonvibes.org. I just glitched for a minute. It's been a very long day. It's been a good day, but let's just take a second to just let the title card roll in. I'll put it in there. So hey everyone. So today is very exciting because you kind of notice a little bit of some of the changes. Real quick, I have my intern, here, Aneara, with me in person because we're actually going to play Mario Kart. There's been a lot of trash talking because I've been competing online with a lot of people. But let's see how I do on a one-on-one and see how it goes from there. And then we have our first special guests to come onto the show outside of our usual group. We have Abdul. Say hi to everyone, Abdul.
Hey y'all, what's up? Nice to meet y'all.
It's a pleasure to have you on the show. We just happened to DM each other. You brought attention to some very serious issues that need to be addressed, and that's definitely a lot of fuel for today's episode of Virtual Road Rage. So thank you for coming on. We appreciate it.
No problem at all. Thanks for having me.
Can you tell the audience a little bit about yourself, what you do, things like that?
Well, yeah, a little bit about me is I watch anime, game. I do stream from time to time. I gotta just upgrade my computer so I can get back to it. But outside of that, yeah, generally I just like to do research, find out what's happening. That's why I'm know pretty much decently what's happening behind the scenes, kind of sort of I would say a lot, where a lot of people don't necessarily know where to look.
And that's a good point because I feel like nowadays we just go by the first post we see. We don't really dig any deeper. And we have a habit of just sharing just some of the most random things without really fact checking. So it's good to hear like someone such as yourself that really takes the time to really dig into these issues and prevent the spread of misinformation.
Yeah, I mean, the best thing you can ever do for yourself is to figure something out. So, what my parents taught me, I just guess I apply it to almost everything.
Well, that's good to hear, and we're glad to have you on the show. All right. First things first. We're going to go ahead and dive into Mario Kart. Hold on. It's been a minute since I've done like. Is your control? Let me see which one.
It's my.
Yeah. Okay. So go to multiplayer. Go to two people.
Okay, so which one did I click to select?
It's this one, I think. Yeah. Oh wait, no. Oh, that's like okay. That's working as a. Okay. I think we have to like. Hold on. No, go back.
Why have you done this?
It's been a minute. As you can tell, I'm probably not the most social person. Like, I will play people online. I think we want to do. Let's start off with just a race, just to get, because I feel like it's been a minute. Okay. So we're doing. No, I don't want. Hold on. Okay, there we go. And then. Okay, so that's set. Alright, thank you for your patience as we figure this out. But yeah, let me see where I'm at. Okay, because I'm always going to go for the black inkling for representation. Because that matters.
Wait, can I select? I can't move mine.
Okay. Yeah, you're blue, so it's a little bit faint. So keep in mind, we're further back and my computer is the screen. So please bear with us as we try to, oh wait, no, I want the boy one. Girl power.
I know who I want. I'm not about to sit here and play that.
All right.
We are about to play.
But it's been a very interesting week. First, I'm gonna just start off with some like positive, upbeat news because, one, I had a great Labor Day. Had to party with Plus Ultra Entertainment. Shout out to them, to Ro, Gio, and the whole crew. They always know how to have like a fun and safe experience for everybody, which I truly appreciate. And it's just the best way before like I go back into the thick of things. Okay, so how you want to do this, Race?
I don't really play Mario Kart. I was just talking because I know you bad. So
Wow.
I was just talking
wow.
about my
Okay.
Like I didn't really think I was.
I think okay. That's fine. That's fair. That is fair. We're just gonna do like 4 races. We're just gonna dive into this, and we're gonna use everything because like I feel. Well, I don't know why we need. First of all, can I just take out? I don't want the coins. The coins are useless, and that's basically it.
I'm doing a podcast right now. Can I call you back?
All right, but I'll do. How was your Labor Day weekend?
Mine wasn't too bad. I can't complain. Let me see. What did I do this? Oh, I just worked for real.
Oh no. See,
Yeah.
I hate when that happens. I want if it's like a holiday, I want as many people off, or just to have that. Did you get a chance to take a break at any time during the weekend?
Nah, not really. I just
Oh.
worked, honestly.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you get like a vacation soon.
Oh yeah, I trust me. When my birthday come up, it's definitely gonna be lit.
Oh cool. When is your birthday? If you don't mind sharing.
It's not till December.
You said December?
Yeah, the 27th.
Oh, okay. Around Christmas. So winter, this would be a nice like winter break. I'm sorry, I'm speaking like I'm still a teacher, so like I measure time.
Yeah.
With the
I
school
remember my
calendar.
teaching days.
We're not going to Rainbow Road.
And I guess that's why I like to teach too, because I was a teacher. Well, I wasn't necessarily a teacher. I worked for City Year and what was the other Kid Power. So, and I enjoyed teaching the kids, helping them out. So I guess
that's cool.
that ties into it too.
See, we were meant to link up. Okay. Let me do. Which one you want to raise? Just say.
I'm gonna go with the. Is that Rainbow Road the song?
You just want Rainbow Road because you know I hate Rainbow Road.
All right, but that's what we could do. Like I'll do the fire plant, whatever, the lava. Is that lava?
Okay. I don't know the proper term. Okay. We're just gonna go with that. All right. So with our first topic, speaking of fire and lava, Maui has been ablaze. Like there's so many people that has been put out of their homes. It's an unfortunate tragedy. And if as first reported, it was a natural disaster. But I've been seeing more and more posts online like it really wasn't as natural as people first assume. And yes, I don't know.
Yeah, I was gonna say that natural, not at all, not in the slightest. Like at first, like I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was a natural disaster too until I looked into it, and actually it was a power line that set everything on fire.
So like, did it fell from like a storm, or like, do you think like somebody just snip?
So it could be either one of those, but honestly speaking, from what I've gathered, it seems like so they said that they already know they needed to repair and strengthen their power lines pretty much, and I guess the right conditions happened, quote unquote, and boom, a power line fell or got. I mean, there's a video of a guy reporting it because his house was right by the power line that dropped and started to set everything on fire. But he said, yeah, I just heard a loud pop and now everything is just sparking.
That's crazy. And then I think what like really grinds my gears about this situation is that what happened? Does FEMA not exist anymore?
I mean, they do, but from what I'm hearing is that they're pretty much useless there too, because they're basically just trying to get them to sell their land.
And that's the other big story. It's just like you have ruthless real estate agents that are working to really put them out of like their homes and just getting the land for cheap since it's
Them houses are worth like $2.8 million,
mm-mm,
and they're giving everybody what, $700 a piece.
disgusting. Yeah, and Biden
Yeah,
said that like he decided to get in front of the camera and say that like he was really doing something, and I'm just like, and everybody criticize the America when they give other countries money. Yeah,
yeah,
because Maui, is that not a part of America? People like Hawaii is still part of America, so I don't understand this. Okay, we're going to get billions of dollars away to Ukraine. Like, granted, they're dealing with a horrible situation as well, with war. But when are we going to really take care of like our people and make sure that they're straight, or at least like
they,
be fair about it? Like, provide like free housing, give some type of voucher to compensate for what they lost. But like, just to say like, oh, you giving like $700, like we were given more than that during the pandemic.
yeah. No, and that's not Biden giving them that money. That's literally just realtors calling and saying, "Hey, we want to buy your property. We'll give you this much money." Like, no type of government is stepping in to stop it either.
She wanna pay good when I start.
I thought, but
That's the
didn't
crazy thing
Biden
about it.
announced it, right?
I think he did. I don't know for sure. I haven't looked into what Biden's done for it, so I don't really want to speak on it.
Okay.
But I from what I've known is that it's just a lot of real estate companies just buying the land for cheap, for real, for real.
I mean, yeah, that's what I definitely heard. And then the second thing about that's like really pissing everybody off is that you have Oprah and Dwayne the Rock Johnson going on social
Yeah.
media, basically pleading for average Americans to donate.
Oh
To
yeah, donate
charities
money
to
to the
help.
cause. You got all this money, but you want us to donate our money to the cause. All right.
Right. It wasn't. I don't think it was even a mention of them matching or like saying that we already gave away. I mean, all we saw was like Oprah like fluffing pillows and providing comfort. But I'm like, y'all literally, with those two and a few other like well-known Hollywood friends, they can provide shelter and secure acres. I think, didn't Oprah secure some acres already?
I feel like she
Yeah,
was
I believe she already has some land out there.
Right, and then it's like to provide housing relatively much faster than with government assistance. Then see, you were talking all that trash, so then what happened?
Can you not do that in front of the camera? Don't do that. I've been through it.
But like, but no, there was it's just disheartening because like I know The Rock and Oprah to be very charitable people. Like, Oprah gave away cars, you know what I mean, during her show. So it's just like providing adequate housing, at least enough
I
to like
mean,
be suitable for
I'll tell
her
you like
living.
this. She
Oh,
gave away cars for her show, but it was for her show, if that makes sense.
okay,
Because she's been caught up in a lot of stuff too, honestly.
I mean, yeah, but I feel like it's Oprah. Like, she's bigger than her show. Like, that name still resonates with people. And I feel like, okay, so let me give you another celebrity that kind of took things in his own hands to really help his hometown. So, Anthony Mackie, who you may know as originally the Falcon, now Captain America. Like, he actually built houses in New Orleans, like, after Katrina.
Oh, word.
So, you know what I mean? So, like, he didn't hire people. Like, he actually, so I'm not expecting, like, every celebrity to get their hands dirty and, be like a Jimmy Carter. But, you know what I mean? Like, if you have enough money that you can set aside, building a house, you can make it out of, like, storage containers. You know what I mean? Something really quick that is sustainable enough for for any human being to live in, and just provide that shelter, as opposed to like people forget it. We're in a time in inflation. You know what I mean? It's really hard for people out here. COVID apparently is trying to make a comeback. I had a friend that I lost her job, and she's been working to try to get another one. She's been out of work for a year. So there's people out here that is really, really struggling, and then you're asking people to just donate money. That's just insane to me. Like, I just feel like
Yeah,
it's kind of
that's
heartless.
almost inconsiderate.
Yeah. It's like, and I feel like The Rock should know better because, like, I feel like he's also a very charitable person. He's, like, stood in line and protest for anything that may harm the environment of his home. He spoke about how his family, I think was kicked off the island and things like that. So I feel like he should do his due diligence to, um, just to, help out his community. But, it's just a disheartening situation. I don't want to keep saying thoughts and prayers to the people of Maui because you don't necessarily need thoughts and prayers. Like, you need actual assistance.
Yeah,
Like,
actual assistance.
so, I hope that our government can do better. I hope that Biden in Congress, but with, like, Congress being a mess, I don't know how much help that they would get. But I'm hoping that things would just get better. Ooh, Lord.
No, honestly.
Yeah.
Did you know that people literally had to jump into the line? And there's a lot of people still missing too.
Oh, yeah. That's the other thing. It's just, like, lives lost in the situation. In this disaster.
Yeah, people literally had to jump into the ocean in order to survive because the fire was traveling like a mile a minute.
Yeah. And I
That'd be
hope.
terrifying. I don't know. That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I hope families can be reunited. Um, you know what I mean?
How do you steer?
Use the stick.
I feel like I'm not. I'm using it. I feel like I'm still not doing it. I was literally just in first place.
That's how it is. Like in Mario Kart, you could be in the lead, and then something happens, and then,
I think my thumb is too big. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, so Aneara, what's your take on this whole Maui situation?
I think that it's a very horrible and sad ordeal for the people of Maui, and my heart goes out to them for real. I just believe that if you have the means to help, and we said that when, like, what is his name? God, we've seen like celebrities who have money.
Anthony Mackie.
Yeah. I was talking about, I think his name was Virgil. He passed. He was like the CEO of Off-White. But he had, when the Black Lives Matter movement was going on, he had like donated like a small sum of money. And people got on him for that. And because he's like he went to Off-White, he's like a millionaire. Right. So I just think when it comes to like, being a celebrity and lending a helping hand to like less fortunate people, I think you should jump at the opportunity for real. I just think that if you have the means to help and other people, don't ask people who like your ever like. It's cool to ask. I don't know. I just think that I'm trying to focus on this.
I think it's like for me. I think if they match it, you know what I mean. If you donate a certain amount, like whatever y'all donate will match. You know what I mean. That may help, but like, or say like we already put some down.
Yeah.
Or just like explain like what is the money going towards specifically, because like sometimes people be scamming out here. So like I need an itemized list, like what would this money go towards? Like who are you gonna work with to make sure that the people of Maui get what they need, as opposed to we're just oh my god.
You said oh my god, I'm like that's so please be grateful.
Oh my god. It's just. But yeah, I just hope that some people, and to be honest, it may be hard for celebrities right now too because of the writer's strike.
Yeah.
So we have to also be mindful of that. But
it's not hard for Oprah and The Rock.
The Rock has his hands in many of pots. So like he already, he is secure. He won't.
If you have the means, please. help out. Please lend out. Please have a gym. Like, show some empathy. You know what I'm saying? Because like, if this was your family, you would want whoever could help, whoever has it, you would want them to help you out. So, it's just about having compassion in your heart. And at the end of the day,
Right. And also, I think like FEMA should be doing more because like I feel like FEMA hasn't really been talked about since
I was gonna say
Katrina.
I haven't heard about FEMA since 2005.
Yeah, so I think like
Yeah, FEMA's name been out of the game for a minute.
What does FEMA stand for? It's supposed to
federal
help with
emergency. I
natural
don't know.
disasters, right?
Yeah, so that's what we're supposed to do, but like I don't know. It's just I just don't like the red tape that it takes to get people help.
Yeah.
Like that is like it's emergency assistance. Like y'all have a plethora of hotels. Also, stop going to Hawaii and Maui. Like, can y'all stop like visiting and going there on vacation, especially during now because like those hotels could be used to shelter a lot of those displaced families. You know what I mean? And like the government can pay the hotels, compensation for helping them. See, I already came up with a solution. It wasn't that hard. It's right there. So like that's something that you guys can do just to get them like as well. Like I'm pretty sure they're tired of being in gymnasiums and rec centers with a cot. Like let's put them in like hotels where they can have like some sense of privacy and because like people keep forgetting like the emotional side of it. You know what I mean? Like when you're in your home, you're in your space, you're in your comfort zone. Um, your memories and things like that is all gone now because of this disaster. So it would help them um, mentally uh, just to have to be in an enclosed space where they could just really collect themselves. So there are solutions. I just need people to just stop vacationing. Like summer is over anyway. Let the hotels help the people in need and let it be. All right. Let us know how you guys feel about the Maui situation, how it's being handled in the chat. We would love to hear from y'all. Um, moving on to our next topic. Actually, Abdul, you pointed this out to me after I posted one of the stories, and it's basically about like how there's, I think it was over 40 hotels that are in this
Or
lawsuit.
40 cases, 40 lawsuits being filed against specific hotels.
Right. So there's like
Yeah.
those 40 cases against the hotels for allowing sex trafficking.
Pretty much, I mean, because you know what's happening. You know, like what hotel doesn't check their hotel rooms?
Right.
Like honestly, like what hotels don't check? You have maids that go in and clean the room. You telling me all these people that has been found in hotels and all these secret passageways found in hotels that you just didn't know they were there. And like even as I was when I was researching it, I found out the security for hotel rooms are trash, right? So
Yeah.
and that goes to a point like you said, stop traveling because let's say if you went to a hotel, you got a room. If I'm stalking you, I can find you, go to that hotel. Don't even have to show them ID. Just say I'm locked out of my room, and I can come right in your room.
Yes, I've seen that. I remember it was this one viral video. These black women were on vacation and they cussed uh the front desk out because it was like
Yeah,
how
I think I know
you
what you're talking about.
yeah they was just
Because I would
like
have been mad as hell. Like, how the hell does somebody else has a key to my room?
right and then we see it like all the time like on social media like how easy it is to get in the room. So when you first told me this, like I was like, oh my god, like they snatch people from the hotel rooms, but like no, they just have these poor sex workers. I didn't know if we call them sex workers because it's like it's against their will.
Against their will.
It's against their will. So they're
Yeah,
not like
it's
willing participants.
basically
So
kidnap, sex traffic.
so like these sex traffic victims are forced to have sex in these rooms, and
So scary.
I know, but I mean it's always been an ongoing issue. Like I remember, I can't think of the organization, but they would leave bars of soap that have numbers to help those victims.
Oh wow, that's crazy. I didn't know
So
that.
they would, yeah. So they would like leave bars of soap that like would get a number for the girls to call. I can't say how I don't even think that affected me. I can't say like how effective it was in helping
Mm-hmm.
those women, but it's like it's a known thing, you know. And I'm glad that these hotels are being held responsible. But my thing is like they're just what they're probably getting sued for is probably pocket change.
Yeah, especially Hilton.
Yeah.
And like yeah, it's like and they're big names too. It's like Motel 6, the Hilton, some very recognizable names on that list. And so like we were trying to figure out, okay, is this just like in one location? You know what I mean? And like they failed to do their due diligence, to do inspections to make sure everything's on the up and up. But it's across the country. Across the country. It's
Yeah.
not like an isolated thing. And that's even like more disturbing because like as an educator, we do field trips um that are overnight. So like we're looking at this, it's like, wow, do we still want to do business with some of these hotels? Like major organizations, have conferences, comic book conventions, you know what I mean? Big name events that give them a lot of money here. So it's just like, do we still support them? Like, can we just pull the money out? And then it's like, where else would those businesses can go to have their functions?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just
Ooh.
like a food for thought. It's just like I'm just tired of the excuse like too big to fail or too big to jail.
That's what they said
Yeah.
about
It's the ignorance, pretty much.
they said that about Purdue Pharma.
But it's just like if it's not like a few people in the corporation, that you can easily like lock up. Like it's part of the culture. It's just like a known thing in the organization. Yeah, we know this has happened. We didn't do anything much stuff. Because like I'm pretty sure, like there's a lot a hotel worker can do to prevent those sex crimes from happening. Like you can easily call the authorities. Call for help. Um, to get those girls out of the situation. And keep in mind, like a lot of those girls are like underage, like they're not like adults, like they're mostly children. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That are victims of these sex crimes. So why can't a simple step in, like getting the police, calling 911, things like that. That's not a big burden on a hotel worker. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I
I
don't know.
mean, but still, I think of it like this because if I'm working at a hotel and if I notice something, I'm gonna let it be known. Like, if I have children, I would hope somebody would do that, so I would do it.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And then we have like hotels are usually like family places, like for family vacations. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
just to think in some other part of hotel, somebody's child is being victimized. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I think most hotels have cameras. So it's like you
Yeah.
have like evidence, so you can see what's going on. I just think, I'm glad like the first action, um, is a lawsuit, because that money could definitely help a lot of those victims, get a fresh start, um, and in therapy. You know what I mean? So they could, get their life together and start fresh. But also, it's like, can we see like the changes those hotels will start implementing to prevent this type of thing from happening? You know what I mean?
I
Like what course
I
of
truly hope
training?
so.
Hmm?
Cause I said I truly hope so. They would make some changes and be more diligent. So like, cause that's just crazy. Cause like having access to people's rooms, like it's literally trending on TikTok, the secret passages that people are finding in their rooms and like hidden cameras and microphones and shit.
That's right. I keep seeing posts about that as well. Like in the vents, and it's just like, wow, do we have to start doing sweeps of everybody's hotel room? Because again,
Yeah.
as an educator, like we do take our students on overnight field trips for these like big opportunities. but when they put a stop on that, they don't feel like the hotels are safe anymore. But that's definitely a deeper conversation. That should be our next PD actually. Like, what we do for like overnight trips, because that's a big push. Like we want to take our students on these field trips, but we may. Oh my god. And I wasted that mushroom. Okay. But yeah, and like I said, I'm glad that these lawsuits are happening, and hopefully, from the lawsuit that we could, if the Department of Justice can really step in and hold these places accountable in a big way and start locking people up, or like shut down, rebrand. You know what I mean? Like there has to be a major overhaul to these hotels before like we can really trust them. And like I said, I saw the Marriott is on that list. I'm like,
I was just at the Marriott. Let me explain myself. But
you know what I mean? Like we had we used to use the, I think we used the, was the Marriott for the prom?
No, it's
no, it was like when we part of the Maui program.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so those are some of the hotels that, we would use. Because, they would have fair prices and stuff like that, but it's like...
But at what cost?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I hope for, like, major changes. And soon, because, school has started. We're already talking about, like, a college tour that's coming up. And I'm going to bring that attention to, like, my coworkers. I'm like, let's see who's on that list that's getting sued. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, I'll go pull it up for you real quick. Hold on.
Yeah, thank you, Abdul. Because it's just, wow. It's just so...
It's a serious song. I can't drive, so...
But look at me, first place.
Right now it is
thumbs are
quite a few of them.
That's
But
cheap.
Hilton, Super 8, Motel 6, Marriott, Red Lion, Days Inn, Wyndham, Best Western, Choice Hotels, and Extended Stay America.
So the Hilton's
sex trafficking, human trafficking, child sex trafficking, forced labor, bonded labor, debt bondage, domestic service. Yeah, they're getting sued for trafficking in human organ. Damn.
They're stealing organs?
That's real?
I mean, because it happens in those places, if that makes sense. And like I said, you can't be so unaware of something like that, if that makes sense.
I mean, I'm aware
like if you own a hotel, you see
when it comes to like,
in and out. But, like, yeah, my bad. But
so like I'm aware of like that's actual thing, but I was thinking like, damn, they getting caught up in that as well? Because I thought it was just like the sex trafficking part.
It's just like everything illegal was going down in there.
A lot. Because that's the place where, like, if you think about it, in all the movies, the TV shows, they try to show us the place that people who actually do these things are in places like these: hotels, motels, resorts. It's crazy.
Disgusting.
This is so weird, but he sounds like the dude that did me dirty. Like, he has the same voice. It's really giving me PTSD.
Oh my god, please. Alright. So Hilton wasn't on that list?
Hilton, I believe they were. Let me see. Hilton is on the list.
No.
Hilton's at the top of the list. It's Hilton, then Super 8, and Motel. I don't know if this is in order, but yeah, they're at the top of the list.
Damn, it's like, where are we gonna go? I guess we're gonna... So, any black entrepreneur... I don't know Airbnb is that much better.
Nah, yeah, because... And now, they're telling people not to really do Airbnb anymore, because some people are saying, yeah, let's switch to a cash method, and basically it's just us saying, yeah, we're not gonna pay no rent here.
Yeah, there was like a huge issue with B&B because...
In California, yeah.
Because they were... It was, they were... Instead of renting out like the traditional like 12-month, 15-month lease, they were just like blocking certain spaces off just for Airbnb. So it was making it harder for people to find homes. So that was one issue. But also, it's like I don't trust like to be in somebody else's house. You know what I mean, when they still got the keys. You know what I mean? They could say they'd be going somewhere else, but they could, just pop in. So I never really trust Airbnb. I know that for some people, if they had to travel or go somewhere, maybe at the last minute, it'd be very convenient. But it's just too many weirdos. Like, it's,
for
real. So be careful traveling out there. Hopefully, like when I post this, I'll find a list of trustworthy hotels that are not on that lawsuit.
I feel like those are all the main ones. Though.
That's why you can't have a monopoly. That's why it's like you need to have, like diverse group of businesses. Like maybe like not get a hotel chain. Maybe just find, a nice family hotel that's respectable. That's not involved in that nonsense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this might be a good time to get in the hotel business and start your own hotel. And just build like, have that clean slate, like we not in that lawsuit, we ain't gonna do you like that. Come stay with us, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, because I feel like in order to really instill change, because like when the story first came out, it was around the time of the millionaires dying in the submarine explosion.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, when they were doing that Titanic tour.
Yeah, I mean, it was such a bizarre. It was a sad story, but like nobody was feeling sympathy except for that one kid.
Yeah, that 19-year-old
that got dragged in there. But like for everybody else, like it looks
dumb.
It was just a bad business plan, and then you have all these like wealthy people that went along with it.
They wanted to see the Titanic. That's what they wanted.
Yeah. It's some unique experience. I'm just like, you could have just watched the movie.
Funny. I'm sorry.
This documentary, like
watched the movie. Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean? Like,
I love that movie.
Yeah, nah, for real though.
It was just yeah, and it took over like the whole conversation. There were plenty of other things, other tragedies that had taken place, and this is like a pretty big one. So like I think that this story needs to be put back into the spotlight, and perhaps maybe even boycott a lot of these hotels, because like the only way they're gonna really learn
if you hit them in their pockets.
Right, that lawsuit is just gonna be like chump change that they're gonna have to pay out collectively.
I feel like I don't think anyone would feel comfortable staying in a place where they know. Well, they shouldn't. Where like all that stuff is going down. I definitely wouldn't want to stay in a place like. I feel like that should deter people from going there. Like for real. Like don't go to any of. I don't know. I can't list all the names, but if you rewind it, he listed it. So don't go to any of those hotels, please.
I mean, yeah, but it's like it's also gonna be hard because like people travel on business.
Mm-hmm.
People, like I said, there are conventions, there are other things, that people are putting forth, in these spaces that require to travel. But at the same time, it's like if we put a collective list together of hotels that are not involved in this nonsense, that are actually 4-star, 5-star. Is 3 stars kind of passable, or are we just like, is that too low?
I mean,
it depends on how.
I would say anything 2 stars and below don't really go to.
Okay.
I mean, because 3 stars hotels have been shown that they are not really. I mean, I don't know. It depends. It's kind of iffy with the rating scale on that.
I mean, that's fair. I just like we find like suitable hotels that are still of quality, and that's not condoning or allowing illegal activities. I think, that should be fine. And then maybe like I wonder if it's like how far in the chain, because it could be like a few chains, but like maybe not in this city, this one wasn't involved. So I think there should be like a deeper dive in this situation. But like for the most part, I think there should be a mass boycott to bring attention to this, and also to help in or to limit or reduce. I don't know if we can fully end it because it's just like so widespread, sex trafficking, but really put a dent in it and just not allow these creeps to move, and to really provide aid to those victims. All right.
Yeah, it's a lot.
It is. It is. It is so much. And we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. I know it's like I usually do an hour, but I gotta set up my Google Classrooms. I'm still in teacher mode. But I appreciate you guys for coming on, listening, joining the conversation. I know I just had to like sit up real quick, get my posture.
Oh my god.
Thank you, Abdul, for coming on and joining Discord. I know that we're just kind of getting to know each other, but, again, thank you for joining the conversation and being part of the show. Shout out to Aneara for coming in person and
losing.
But it's okay. It's okay. I proved my point.
You literally think you did your big one. You didn't do your big one. You want to fake like you don't know how to play or whatever when you was playing on the game, but when I come in here, you want to beat me today. I feel like you don't want to see another black person win. And
but that's not the case. I be competing against like online people that like eat, sleep Mario Kart. I can play people in Mario Kart. I'm pretty
all the
decent.
Games, they want to eat sleep.
Exactly. Like, they just be doubting and like zoom and all of that. And these new maps are ridiculous. And I don't even have like the little didn't have the little map on this thing.
Look how small this is compared to my thumb. You think I'm about to be navigate? No, it's not built for me. It's not built
okay,
for
so
me.
we're gonna see if we get. I'll put you on the steering wheel, and then next time, and then we'll see, and I'll just be on like the bigger controller. So we'll see. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you cannot talk smack, because I know some of my students that are watching was also talking a lot of smack. That smack is gone now.
Are they watching?
They do. Well, not live. They watch like
after
the post taping. So that's basically it for Virtual Road Rage. Thank you for fueling me, and hopefully we fueled you. See, I knew I was gonna come up with a catchphrase at some point. What is this like?
That's good though. I'm not gonna lie. Thanks for having me too.
Oh, no problem. We hope to have you on again at any time. I'm going to try to stick with the schedule to have the live show on Wednesday and over the weekend edit it so that y'all can rewatch it again. Also, you may see some changes to the template because Twitch Studios is being discontinued on the Mac. I see you can see, like, y'all can't see it, but it's like there's a yellow warning saying like, oh yeah, we're not gonna support this anymore.
Why?
So
wow.
I don't know, but I still have my template. I'm familiar with OBS. I've used it before. I just got to so you may see some technical changes. So just kind of bear with us on that. It's coming, but yeah, Twitch Studios is saying bye-bye on the Mac. Well, RIP sis. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and we hope that you guys will share this live in the future. I'm going to try to be more consistent. It's just life of a teacher. But I think Wednesday nights are a pretty good playing field. We'll see if the date changes. I will keep you guys posted. Make sure that you follow me at Noir Neon Vibes on X now, Instagram, Facebook, Discord. I'm not doing Snapchat or TikTok. I just don't have the energy for it.
Snapchat is not for what you think it is.
Yeah, so I won't be doing Snapchat. TikTok is just so much. I'm on Threads. Threads is through Instagram.
Oh.
Have you not tried that yet?
No, I don't have nobody at me.
All right, but y'all have a good night. Again, thanks for having me, and I'll be on the next show if I'm available. I'll let you know.
All right, thank you, Abdul, and thank you guys for tuning in.